Hello, welcome to the home of simplicity. And this is lesson 2 of binomial theorem, right? What is binomial? Or how to identify binomial? First of all, binomial is an expression which contains two terms which are connected by a plus or minus sign. Example, 3x plus y is a binomial. Why? Because it contains the first term and the second term. Binomial must always contain two terms and a plus or minus sign between. We have x minus b is a binomial. Why? Because it contains the first term and the second term. Do you see? Now let's take 3a minus 4b is a binomial. Why? Because it contains two terms and they are connected by minus sign. Right? Good. So always binomial must contain two terms which are connected by a plus or a minus sign. Now, let's say another example. 3x plus y minus b. This is not a binomial. Why? Because it contains three terms. We have the first term, the second term, and the third term. So always, if it contains three terms, automatically it's not a binomial. Do you see? So that's the simple way of identifying binomial, right? Always binomial must contain two terms. Good. Now we move to ways of solving binomial. Basically, there are two ways of solving binomial. We have the Pascal triangle method and the combination method. But for this lesson, we'll be talking about the Pascal triangle method. Lesson 2, we'll be talking about the combination method, right? Please stay with this channel and watch out for lesson 2, right? I'll try my best to present my materials into simplicity for combination method, right? Now we proceed with the Pascal triangle method. In the Pascal triangle method, you must know the coefficient of each power in the binomial, right? The coefficient of each power, right? Now we have power 0, power 1, power 2, power 3, power 4, so on and so forth, right? You must know their coefficient. Now let's try to identify the coefficient. Now let's say here coefficient. Let's say here what? The binomial. The binomial and their powers. Now let's say x plus a. We say this is a binomial. Always a binomial, normally they must have what? Power, right? Now let's say the power is 0. Anytime you see 0, what should be the coefficient of this power 0? It's supposed to be 1, right? If you see x plus a is a binomial, if you see power 1, what's supposed to be the coefficient is 2, 1. 1 and 1. You see the coefficient? Now if you see power 3 plus a, power 2, the binomial have a power 2. What should be the coefficient? Now, you are going to have the coefficient from the previous coefficient for power 2. From this coefficient. You add this 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is going to give you what? 2. So, the rule says for the coefficient, they must always start with 1 and end with 1. Always, they must start with 1 and end with 1. So, this is the starting of 1 and the ending of 1, right? So, x plus a to the power what? 3. What should be the coefficient? From the previous coefficient, we say 1 plus 2 is going to give you what? 3. You see here again, you take these two, same 2 again, 2 plus 1 is going to give you 3. The rules say they must start with 1 and they must end with 1. You see, very much simple. Now we go. X plus a raised to the power what? 4. How are we going to have the coefficient of power 4? We must have it from the previous coefficient. 1 plus 3 is going to give you what? 4. 3 plus 3 is going to give you what? 6. 3 plus 1 is going to give you what? 4. And they must start with 1 and end with 1. Good. So, x plus a raised to the power what? 5. Right? How are we going to have the binomial of power 5? What should be the coefficient? You add the previous one. 1 plus 4 is going to give you what? 5. 6 plus 4 is going to give you what? 10. 6 plus 4, 10. 1 plus 4 is going to give you 5. The rule says they must start with 1 and end with 1. Right? Now, if you study the patterns of the coefficients, do you see how the patterns are? You see, it's like a triangle. That's why we call it the Pascal triangle, simply because Pascal was the scientist who come about with the discovery of this how do you call it, coefficient. So they are triangle. The coefficient like a triangle, right? That's where you see it. Now we proceed. Please take note of this triangle, these coefficients. Please take note of them and their various power. This is how we derive the coefficient of the remaining powers. If you want to go for power 6, you add again this, add this, you have power 6 coefficient. If you want to go to power 7, you have power 6 coefficient and have power 7. And it must always start with 1 and end with 1. You see it? Very simple and very easy. Please go and that's how what we do, so on and so forth, right? Good. Now we move. Okay. Always Pascal triangle. We normally use Pascal triangle to solve binomial with lower powers. Take note. Binomial with lower powers. When it comes to higher powers like power 20, 15, 10, we use what? The combination method, right? But binomial with normally lower powers, we normally use Pascal triangle. You see it? Good. Now we proceed to question solving. Yeah, or example solving, right? Example 1 says expand the binomial 2x minus 3y raised to the power 3. Do you see? This is a binomial because it contains two terms and they are connected by what? A minus sign. Right? Now what are we going to do? See something here. We are going to find the coefficient of power 3. You focus first on the power. What is the power? This is the power 3. What are the coefficients of power 3? It's what? 1, 3, 3, 1. We say solution. That's why it's very important to know the coefficient. Now we say coefficient. Coefficient of what? Power 3 is what? What are they? 1, 3, 3, 1. 1, 3, 3, 1. Do you see them? Take note of this coefficient of the power 3. Always find the coefficient of the power 3. That's why you must know how to derive this coefficient, right? We proceed. Now we are going to take this coefficient and multiply it with the first term and as well what? The second term. See. The coefficient of power 1. See. Now we first take the coefficient of power 1, right? 1 multiplied by the first term. What is the first term? Is 2x. Bracket 2x. We multiply it with the second term with its power, right? Which is minus 3y. Bracket minus 3y. You see? Plus, we put a plus sign. We take again the second coefficient, which is what? 3. This is the second coefficient, which is 3. We take it. We write 3. Multiply it to the first term of the coefficient of the binomial 2x. And multiply it to the second term, minus 3y. You see the procedure. We come again for the what? The third coefficient, plus 3, multiply it to the first term, into the second term again, which is minus 3y. You see? We come again for the last coefficient, which is what? 1. Plus 1, multiply it to the first coefficient, into the second coefficient. You see it? Very clear. So this one is this first coefficient. This is this, this is this, and this is this. Good. Just if you don't understand, you play again the video and just follow after me as I solve, right? What should be the second step after you have done this? The other step should be you are coming to power, right? In what? Ascending order. We start first from the second bracket, not the first. This is the first bracket, this is the second bracket. And for this digit, this is the first bracket, this is the second bracket. For this is the second bracket. For here, this is the second bracket. So we take all the second bracket in each digit. We start powering from 0 upward. So see 0, this is the second bracket 1, this is the second bracket 2, this is the second bracket 3. You see? And you come again for what? The first bracket in the digit. This is the first bracket for this digit. First bracket, first bracket, first bracket for this digit. We start powering what? From 0 as well. But this, for the first bracket, we are going to start at the right hand side, which is here. This is the left hand side. We start from here 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the procedure. That's where lies the logic. Please take note of that area, right? Now we proceed. And we say 1 into 2 raised to the power 3 is what? Is 8x cubed, right? Brackets. Anything raised to the power 0 is just 1. Law of indices. Plus 3 into 2 raised to the power 2 is 4x squared, right? Brackets. 3y minus 3y. This is power 1. Plus 2 into 2 raised to the power 1 is just 2x, right? This is what? Minus 3y squared. So it's going to be what? 9y squared. Because 3 squared is 9. Y squared is just y squared. Plus 1 into 2x raised to the power 0 is just what? 1. A number raised to the power 0 is 1. Here's what? Minus 3y squared is going to give you minus 27y cubed. Sorry, minus 3y cubed is going to give you minus 27y cubed. You see it? Please, if you don't understand it, how we solve, we play it. I believe you understand. Now we say 1 times 8x cubed is just what? 8x cubed. If you multiply everything here, plus 3 times how do you call it? 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times minus 3 is what? Bracket minus 36 x squared y. You see this x squared, it has x squared. This is y, right? Plus 2 into what? 2 times 9 is what? 18. What? 18xy squared. You see it? Plus 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times minus 27 just what? Minus 27y cubed. You see it? Good. We proceed to 8x cubed. Plus times minus is minus 36x squared y, right? Plus 18 times 2 is what? 36x squared y, right? 36xy squared. Sorry. Plus times minus is minus 27y cubed. You see it? Good. What are we going to do? Of course, this is our answer, right? So say 8x cubed minus 36x squared y plus 36x y cubed y squared minus 27y cubed. Good. Is it understandable? Please, if you don't understand it, play the video and send a message on the comment box so that I will clear your doubt. Right? Now we move to the next question. Second example 2 says what? Simplify a minus 2b raised to the power 4. Do you see? Now, what should be your first thing you should note is to know the coefficients of power 4. What are the coefficients? 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Do you see? Good. So say coefficient of what? Power 4 are what? Are 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Do you see that? Good. I hope it's understandable. If you have any doubts, let me know at the comment box. I will try all means to help you. Now, what are we going to do? This is the binomial. So say a minus 2b raised to the power what? 4. You see, this is the binomial, and the power 4 coefficient are what? 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Right? Now, we are coming to take this coefficient and multiply it with the first term and the last term. Okay, for this one, let us change the negative sign to positive, right? Good, for this example. Because example 1, it was negative. Now let this one be positive. Now we go. So we say this here is what? 1. The first coefficient is 1. Multiply by what? The first term. What is the first term? Is a. Multiply by a. What's the second term? Is what? 2b. So that this is the use of the coefficient of the power. Always the power show you the coefficient that you are supposed to use. You see? Plus, we come again for what? The second coefficient. Right? We have done for what? This is the first coefficient, the second coefficient. We say what? 4 into the first term of the binomial, which is a, the second term of the binomial, which is 2p. Right? We come again for the third coefficient, which is 6. Right? We say plus. We write here 6. The first term of the binomial, which is what? A multiplied by the second term of the binomial, which is 2b. Right? Plus, you see the other one. The first term of the binomial, which is a, what? The second term of the binomial, which is b, and the last coefficient, which is what? Plus 1. A into 2b. Good. Do you see? And what are we going to do? It's the same thing we did for example 1. That's what we are going to do here. We are going to target the second bracket in each term. This is the first bracket. This is second bracket, first bracket, second bracket, first bracket, second bracket, first bracket, second bracket, first bracket, second bracket, in all the term. So we first target what? The second bracket. We start powering from what? From the left, the second bracket, we start powering from the left, and from 0 upward. So say 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see? And we come again for what? This first bracket. We start powering from the right. We start again from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see? Very simple. These are the procedure, right? What's next? We go 1, a raised to the power what? 4 is just what? A raised to the power 4. A fourth, right? 2b raised to the power 0 is just what? 1. A number raised to the power 0 is 1. Plus 4. A raised to the power cube is just what? A cube. Bracket. A raised to the power 2b raised to the power 1 is just 2b. You see? Plus 6. A raised to the power 2 is just what? A square. Right? B raised to the 2b raised to the power 2 is just what? 2 raised to the power 2 is just 4b square. 4b square. Plus 4. A raised to the power 1 is just a. 2b raised to the power 3. 2 raised to the power 3 is just 8b cube. Right? Plus 1. A raised to the power 0 is 1. Bracket. 2 raised to the power 4 is 16b fourth. Do you see it? Very simple. We go. A times a fourth is if you multiply a times a fourth times a, just what? A fourth. A to the fourth power. Plus 4 times a cube is just 4a cube times 4a cube times 2b is just what? 8a cube b. Right? Good. Plus 6 times a square is just 6a square. 6 times 4 is 24 b square. So it's 24 a square b square. Do you see this a? It has square. This b has square. So 6 times 4 gives you 24. Plus 8 times 2, I think 32, right? Good. A and this b has cube. So you see what? 32 what? A b cube. Do you see? Plus 1 times 1 is just 1. 16. 6 just 1 times 16 b fourth. So you say 16b to the power 4. Right? What? This is your answer. So a fourth plus a cube b, right, plus 24a square b square plus 32a b cube plus 16b fourth to the fourth power. This is your answer. You see, so these are the normal procedure we use in solving Pascal triangle, right? This is the procedure. Any question they give you by using method of Pascal triangle, this is the procedure. Go and try more example. I believe everything will be simple for you. Now let me give you just few assignments. Try them and send for me the answer on the comment box. Right? Do the assignment for me and also show me your name. Right? These are the simple assignments. Write out the expansion of the following. 1. X minus 1, 3x minus 1, 2x minus 3, x plus 1 upon x, x minus 2, with power 3, power 4, power 5, power 4, power 2. Try them. Send for me the answer. Remember, these are not exercise. These are assignments. Solve them for me. I believe they are very simple. If you have any doubts, let me know at the comment box. Maybe we'll communicate and I will send to you my private WhatsApp number for more help. Right? Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also hit up the notification bell. Right? So that at any time I upload any video, you'll get notified. Thank you.